What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? With my peeps, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher. Anybody has Taurus in their chart, this could resonate with you. Collective, shining, shining, shining bright. To everything is all right. To my day ones, you already know you got my heart. To my new subscribers, thank you. I'm honored and welcome. And if you're here for the first time, my name is Trinity and welcome to my channel. If you want to know anything else about this channel, hit the description box and you can look at the playlist. But we keep it real, 100 on this channel. All about the healing. Look at here. All right, so let's get into it. All right, hopefully and prayerfully, this would be a short read. I have to laugh at my own self. Okay, anyway. So you got Lily. That's my favorite flower. That's my favorite, Lily. So basically, this is the deck. You got Lily. I'm going to go into that. Then you got Hammer. You got Living Flowers. And you got the Cross. All right. So right off the bat, this very well may be a spiritual reading. Okay. So right off, what I get off of this card here is that I'm speaking to the collective that is currently working on themselves, have currently acknowledged some things that they want to change. They're currently made some major decisions to go on this spiritual journey, or they have made some decisions to go on a love thyself journey or celibacy. Something major has happened, and you've made a major commitment, a major decision to make a commitment in transitioning more healing in a specific area in your life, because you got tired of people disrespecting you, talking about you, gossiping about you, about what you believe, gossiping about your gifts, your talents, your abilities, gossiping about challenges, just gossiping and talking and running you down. You got tired of the betrayals. You got tired of the competition. You know, people competing with you when you're just minding your own business. You just got tired of the same old scenarios. And you just I'm talking to somebody that just made a conscious decision that since I can't change people, I'm going to change me. Since I can't, every time I love, every time I give, to certain people, it don't work out. So I'm just going to take my love back and give it to myself, and only give it to people, places, and things that deserve my love, deserve my dedication, deserve and appreciate what I have to give to them. I'm talking to somebody. This is somebody here. Somebody has made a major decision. And whoever you are, you've already healed a lot. You've already been through a lot. You've already healed. You've already removed people. You've already did a lot of work. However, this thing here that you've made your mind up about is something that you was not willing to do. This is something that, this is people that you wasn't willing to walk away from. This was places that you wasn't willing to stop going to. It was things you wasn't willing to stop pursuing in, conducting in. Uh, um, this thing here is something that you just wasn't willing to give up. You just wasn't willing, or I'm not gonna say willing. You just did not feel like it was a problem, it was an issue, or you just didn't feel like you could actually give it up. You can actually it's something like, I'm not gonna give a scenario, because this could be anything. This is whomever and whatever it is to you that you were holding on to, that you just didn't think that it was a problem, but now you finally able to see how this thing that you was not willing to give up, is impacting your life, your journey, impacting who you are, how these things keep on bringing you back to the same spot, how this thing keep opening up and generating the same outcomes in your life. Okay, I'm starting to sweat. It was hot. Okay, so yeah, but you've made a conscious decision. So whoever you are, I'm talking to you, because you just had a awakening. You just had an aha moment that this is the reason why I keep going through this thing. This is why the outcome is always the same. This is why, because I keep allowing, I won't let this particular person go. I won't let this particular thing go. I won't stop watching this. I won't stop doing this. I won't stop whatever it is. But as it stands today, you've made a conscious decision to whatever this is, to let it go, let it ride, walk away from it. Because with this broken mirror, this thing was trapping you. It was imprisoning you. It was causing failures and hardships and betrayals and bitterness and misfortune and bad luck in your life, and you need to separate from this. Separate from this thing. And you have made the decision to do that. I'm talking to you. To you. Because as it stands, because you made that decision, this is going to be a quick read. Because you made this decision, you're now have the energy now is turning, and you're building something positive. You're building upon positive energy, positive reinforcement. You're building on positivity now. Not saying you wasn't. Not saying, that's what I'm saying. Not saying that things that you were negative. I'm saying this aspect of you that God is wanting you to work on. You're finally seeing what God has been talking to you about. God's been trying to get you to do. God's been trying to enlighten you and show you how this particular thing has been impacting you in a negative way, not in a positive way. But you just didn't see it. But now you do. And because you see it, now you can take that. You can take action upon this thing. Now, whatever this thing is that's between you and God. I'm not going to put a scenario on that. I'm not going to say, well, it could be this or it could be that, because I didn't do no clarifiers. This is what it is. You're building upon this thing. You're letting go of something. And then you are building upon what it is that you and God has told you, was trying to express to you about this thing that was impacting you, but you just didn't see it. Now you see it. And so now God can show you. God can talk to you. God can enlighten you where you need to go, how this thing could be turned around in your favor. But before God can talk to you about it, because you didn't understand, or overstand what this thing was doing to you. So if you couldn't understand that aspect, God could never tell you how to turn a situation around until you can see that it's a problem. Until you can see this person is a problem. Until you can see this place is a problem. Until you can see that this thing that you're doing is a problem. This ritual that you're doing, this behavior, this habit is a problem. It could be something as simple as time management, procrastination. It could be something as simple, and procrastination is not something simple. I'm just saying. Because procrastination is demonic. It steals your goals, your dreams, your hopes. It steals everything, because procrastination, you keep putting off important things, important decisions, important and valuable things that you need to be addressing and doing. You put it off for another day, for another hour, when you can do it right then and there and get it over with, and then things can unfold for you. But anyway, as I was saying, you're learning how that thing is impacting you. And so now you're taking action, and you building positive reinforcements by taking little steps at a time. And you building confidence, and you building you're building more wisdom and clarity. Every step that you take, you're seeing what God is saying. You understanding, you're understanding. You are moving in a positive direction, and it's impacting your journey in a positive light, in a positive way. Okay, so God is wanting you to beware, though. Okay, in this positive reinforcement, all of these things that's happening, and you're getting all of these downloads, and you're getting the understanding and understanding everything concerning this thing. God is saying, be aware that everything is not going to be easy. You're going to hit pitfalls. You're going to hit things that you didn't realize, because it was a reason why you didn't want to address this situation. It was a reason why you kept putting it off and not wanting to deal with it, not wanting to see what God was talking. It's a reason. And the reason could be anything. But in that reasoning that's between you and God is, how can I say? In that reason, you didn't want to be disappointed. You didn't want to disappoint another individual. You didn't want to go through any type of struggle. You didn't want to struggle to go without. You didn't want to take yourself through unnecessary hardships, pain, and suffering because you've already been through a lot. And you just didn't want any more of that. You just want to be happy. You just want to, you know, go through life. You done had enough of pain, suffering, trials. You done had enough of struggles. You just had enough of that. And you just want to be happy and just life to be happy. You just want, but that's not what you came down here for. True enough, we all want we all want to be happy. We all want life to be free and yeah, but you get what you work for. We came down here to learn the lessons. And we all tired of the mess. We tired of these people. We tired of being played with. We tired of betrayals. We tired of all the foolishness. But at the end of the day, you always have to remember you never would be in a position that you in if you did not go on the journey, stay on the journey, stay in the fight, keep fighting, keep moving, keep grooving, keep growing. Because when you stop and you say you want to be happy and you say you don't want to go through nothing, you say when you do that, you find yourself stuck before long. Because you're not continue to work. You're not working on anything. You're being stagnant. Then you stagnant and you procrastinate. You get into this complacent energy. You're not moving. I'm not saying that when you move, you always got to be hurt or it's always a struggle. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when it's something to work on, when it's something that God brings before you to work on, don't run from it. Don't run from it because it's part of the process. It's part of it. And God is not having you to work on something just so you could be in pain or you could be just for a struggle. No, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. That means something coming up. That means somebody getting ready, somebody plotting something, somebody planning something. And you need to be prepared. You need to go through this so you could be prepared for when they start their plot, they plan, or when they start to take action. You're nothing to be played with because you've already did the process. You've already did some type of work. You've already did some type of conquer some type of mindset. You 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6 steps ahead of these people because of the work. Maybe a struggle, maybe a hardship, maybe a setback. It could be anything. I'm just saying from that point of view. Because you can still have favor. You can still have money flowing. You can still have unexpected money, resources, wealth, abundance, fame, whatever. You can have all these things. But it's according to what you have to always follow what it is that God is trying to show you and tell you. It's always a reason. We don't want to be bothered. We are living a human experience. We do not want to be bothered with all of this struggle. But you got to be truthful and honest. Without that struggle, how would you have defeated the foe? You wouldn't have. Because when the foe came, you always was able to withstand. You would never, ever be able to withstand the foe, the fighting foe that we got right now. You never, ever would have been able to withstand them if God did not take you down that path of struggle, hardship, pain, suffering. You never would have. Because when they came in, or when they come in, they're coming in for that. They're coming in to plot, to plan, to hurt, to harm, the struggle, the hardship, to bring that upon you, but you've already been through it. By the time they come, you've already been through it. You done already cried them tears. You done already went through the struggle. You done already had your bank account on empty, trying to figure out what you're going to do. You've already had your money flow, dwindle and draining. Bill after bill after bill, trying to struggle and pay. You had already been through that. So when they come in, they come in, and they came in, you knew how to handle this. You knew this wasn't no first rodeo. This wasn't something that just, you be pissed off because you got to go through it, but that's just a second. Your reflex come back in. It's not time to be pissed off. It's time to get to work. It's time to war. It's time to go. It's go time. So don't get it twisted. Every time you go through a struggle, you go through pain, you go through hardship, you go through betrayals, you go through all of these things, it's to prepare you for what's to come. It's not personal. It's not a personal attack. God ain't trying to hurt you personally. No. He allows these things to happen because God knows that if you're caught off guard, if these people get you and catch you off guard, then it would just be worse for you. God can come in and do everything, fix everything, but that's not the way God want to do it. God wants you. You are in this timeline. You have guidelines that you have to follow. You have things that you have a contract and oath that you took before the Most High God. And that was not including him coming in and just wiping everything out. No, you have to work. You have to get down and work. You have to go through what you got to go through, so whatever come your way, you can defeat it. Because it's not something that you don't know. It's not a pain that you have never felt. It's not a ordeal that you've never been through. It's not a struggle that you ain't never conquered. You go through what you go through to make you, to help you, to grow you, to straighten you out. So when they come in to make you crooked and bend you and bind you, you can break out of all of that foolishness because you've already been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. So let me get back. So God is saying that this is not going to be easy. And don't get caught up in that mindset where you got to be perfect, or you're doing something and things start to happen and it's not going your way, and you get depressed and you get caught up in this thing because you thought that this and you thought and you tired, and don't get caught up in that. I said that whole spiel for you to understand that whatever you go through is for a reason. It's not for you to get stuck and get in that mindset that you're tired and you're depressed and why me and all I got, I'm always. No, you always going through to save your life. Because the more you go through, the stronger you get. The more resilient you get. The more hurt you go through, the more somebody can come along and hurt you. You start to build a tolerance for people in their mess. You start to build not only a tolerance, you start to be able to feel and be able to see things. You see it before it even, you see the lie before it even comes. You feel the person's foolishness and BS before it even reaches your heart or reaches your spirit. You don't allow them to do those things that they want to do because you've already been there and done that and got the t-shirt. You've already went through the pain. You've already went through the struggle. You've already went through the BS. And now this person is coming in and thinking that they're going to be able to take you through again, and they're just not, because you've already conquered that. None of this is a personal attack. This is training. Just like the military. You do PT, you train, you go out to the field and you train. That training ain't easy. It's hard on your body, it's hard on your mind. But when you get out there, you got to go to war. You got to get out there and stand guard and get out there and do things. All of those things kick in. All that PT where you hurting it, all the PT testing where you running and you struggling and you trying to, it pays off. It's the same thing. You're training. It's not a personal attack. It's not something, here I go. No. You're thinking about it from a wrong perspective. You're thinking about it from a human experience. You got to come out of that. This is spiritual attacks. How you going to think about a spiritual attack in a human mindset? You can't. It ain't going to work. You got to come out of that. Everything you do, everything you go through is for a reason. It's for your soul and your salvation. It's for your fight. It's for you to fight to win. You get down, you go through the myrrh, you go through that dirt. You go through that pain that almost takes you out of here. And you think you just going through that pain just because somebody insecure? No, God allow you to go through that pain because God knows that when you go through that dark pain and you come out of that, never again. Never again. Once you get out of that, you won't ever let anybody put you back down in that again. That's what this is about. And so the end is the cross. The living flowers is to live your life. It's in reverse because God is saying that through this process, it's going to get dark. You're going to have to get through some things because this is really why you didn't want to confront it, because you didn't want to go through it. You knew that whatever this is major and you will have to go through some things. And you just did not want to do it. But let me encourage you that when you go through it, you think you untouchable now? That you're not going to be nothing to play with. The more we go through, the more we come out of it on the other side, the stronger, the more resilient, the more confident we are. That's just it. The more leveling up you go, the more your rank go, the more you are you do, the more you grow, the more you level up, your rank levels up. You get higher authority, higher responsibility, because you can handle it. God is seeing that you can handle it. So don't get depressed. Don't get defeated. Live. Live through your pain. Live through your suffering. Live through your hardships. You'll never be the same. When you come out on the other side, you'll never be the same. You'll never be the same. You will never be defeated. Never. Because you have took the road less traveled. Nobody takes this road. Nobody wants to go on this road, even you. But when you make that decision and you go on this road, go on that road. Don't make no pit stops. Don't get depressed. Don't go, woe is me, this too hard. No. Keep going. Because you ain't gonna be nothing nice, nothing pretty on that other side to the foe. To the foe. You gonna be a living nightmare to the foe. And I mean that on everything. The cross. God is going to be with you every step of the way. Communication between you and God is going to get greater. It's going to get higher. God is going to communicate with you in different ways. The spirit realm, the enforcements of the spirit realm, you're going to be able to connect more, more genuinely with the spirit realm. Positive. Your life is going to be more positive. I mean, you may be going through something, but at the same time, if you know what I'm talking about, you're going through something, but as you're going through, you looking at your life in a positive way. You're going through life, you're going through something, but yet life, when you look around and you see things and you start to see with your spiritual eyes, it's as if you're seeing a world that you've never seen before, because you never looked at different things in that perspective, in that way. It's like a whole new world opens up and you're able to see things from a different perspective, from a spiritual perspective that you never really thought about. Your faith, your joy, sense of enlightenment, and then you're going to get that spirit of completion once you hit that other side. And when you hit that other side and you get that spirit of completion, that's what I'm talking about. You're not going to be anything to be played with. You are who I'm talking to. You are already high ranking. You are already powerful in your own right. You've already been through hell and back. You've already been through a lot. But my God, whatever this is, because I'm not going to put no scenario on it. Whatever this is that God wants you to work on, God wants you to do, God wants you to address. It could be God wants you to do a business and you don't want to do it. You don't want the responsibility. It could be a nonprofit. It could be anything. But I'm not going to put my mouth on it. That's between you and God. But whatever this is, you're going to have to go through that journey. But I'm telling you, your life is never going to be the same. And I'm going to leave it right there because I already went past. But I'm going to leave it right there. Own it. Step up, own it, take action, get through it, get through the fire, walk on them coals. Do what you got to do to get on the other side. Because the world needs you to step in that position, whatever it is. So, hit the comments. Remember, if you want to be from May 9th to June 9th, I'm going to be assessing who, I'm going to pick 2 different people to do a coaching session with. If you want to be picked, let me know. Put it in the comments. And in the comments, you need to be writing your concept, your concept, your outlook, your how you feel about the reading, so I can pick up if you are one of the people that God wants me to work with. Not just saying, oh, I want a reading. I want a coaching section. I don't know. I'm picking people who are putting in the comments so I can connect with you. I can't connect with you just saying, oh, I want a coaching session. No, I need to read and connect with you and see what God is. And I'm looking at names and everything. So with that being said, hit the comments, like, share, go to my other channel and subscribe. And I'll be watching. So with that being said, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing. And Trinity is out. That's raspy. Trinity is out.